Joe Rogan proposed just such a debate, which is quite fascinating to see how much attention and how much funding it garnered. The debate between you and Peter Hotez. Why do you think Peter rejected the offer?
I think again, I'm not going to look into his head. But what I will say is if you're a scientist and you're making public recommendations based upon what you say is evidence-based science, you ought to be able to defend that. You ought to be able to defend it in a public forum, and you ought to be able to defend it against, all comers. And, if you're a scientist, science is rooted in logic and reason. And if you can't use logic and reason to defend your position, and by the way, I know almost all of the studies. I've written books on them, and we've made a big effort to assemble all the studies on both sides. And so I'm prepared to talk about those studies, and I'm prepared to submit them in advance. And for each of the points. And by the way, I've done that with Peter Hotez. I've actually, because I had this kind of informal debate with him several years ago with a referee at that time, and we were debating not only by phone but by email. And on those emails, every point that he would make, I would cite science, and he could never come back with science. He could never come back with publications. He would give publications that had nothing to do with, for example, thimerosal and vaccines, mercury-based vaccines. He sent me one time 16 studies to rebut something I'd said about thimerosal, and not one of those studies, they were all about the MMR vaccine, which doesn't contain thimerosal. So it wasn't like a real debate where you're using reason and isolating points and having a rational discourse. I don't think that I don't blame him for not debating me because I don't think he has the science.